We're thrilled to have you with us from Denton, Texas, Apache Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And here comes Taven Jackson. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. Jackson gonna throw it. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Sells the run, wants to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. North Texas in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Just smothered on the play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Jackson will throw. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right side, it's Reese. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So Michigan's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Fires quickly, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They'll try the counter. He's got enough. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better...
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Makes a deep grab. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Jackson will throw. They're all over him. Out wide right, it's White. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Gonna look downfield again. Out wide left, it's White. Snags it, and there's running room. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll go to the counter. Defense all over it.
And defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and... Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Catch is made at the 15. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Quick give. It's Marshall. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try the right side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Underwood. Got his man out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Look out! Left side is Tipton. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play, and you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Tipton. Run ends there. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Mean Green with a ton of green to cover here on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Oh, that could have been disaster if he'd snagged that pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fields the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. From the gun. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's past the sticks. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Jackson will throw. Got his man. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll move the tight end. Hits inside, it's White. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking for a gap. It's White. There he goes. The 10. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Yeah, and you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. And he gets so close to punching it in, and you could tell he wanted to, but pushed.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. He said his reminder to his team in the locker room is we are a team in playoff contention, but we have to take care of business now. Even though it's a blowout, even though they've got a big lead, they cannot be satisfied. He said we have to prove we're the kind of team that can close out games when we've got the lead. See if they can do it here to start the third.
All right, Holly. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Throwing, Underwood. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the wideout. Jackson gonna throw it. Under pressure. He's got it down the field. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
North Texas in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone, it's White. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Texas.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That is his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Running inside, it's Marshall. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First down for the offense.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Fighting off the defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. And to throw it before he wanted.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Out wide left, it's Marsh. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on! And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution. A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
From the gun, it's White. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Jackson will throw. He'll pull it down and run. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. On the return. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Pushes ahead. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Marshall. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
Makes a grab and room to run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for room, it's Marshall. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think you have to like what you see. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Left side is Marshall. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And the returner goes down. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. A one-sided game like this one and you suffer an injury, that is not ideal. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going.
Ready, move.
Jackson gonna throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Turns it upfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. North Texas in the hurry up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Drives inside. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quick give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Jackson will throw. Rush is on. He'll pull it down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tight end now in motion. A shot toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Out wide left, it's Marshall. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. It's complete on the right side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us.